So let me show you how this system has been implemented. So for that, firstly, let me show you the previous execution. So I will walk you through the previous execution. So this is the 1st April. So this one is the previous execution. Just I am copying to the editor. Yeah. So firstly, we have the webhook. So webhook, what it will do, whenever an order will be triggered, then that information will be passed on to our system. So we will be get notified. So for that, we need to register this webhook endpoint to our Shopify store. So I have already shown you how to register and how to generate the token which is required to communicate with the Shopify store in this video. So please watch this. So this is the webhook. So we got the order related data here. Then next is the API token. So to communicate with the Shopify store, we need API token, and to create the API token, we need to use the client credentials, client ID, and the client secret key. But we need to pass this credential onto this URL. So we have used this URL, we are making the post request to it. Then in the body, we are passing the grant type as client credentials, client ID, client secret, and based on that, the access token will be created. We will be using that access token to come to get the data from our Shopify store. So in the next node, what we are doing, we are fetching the customer details for that order. So here we are using the customer ID, and based on that customer ID and on this URL, we are fetching the data from the Shopify store. For authentication, we are using generic authentication credential type, and in the type, we are using the header authentication. So here we have configure one header account. So here we have just given the name and we have passed the value of the access token. Access token value is from the previous node which we have created. And in the body, sorry, in the headers, we have passed the content type as application JSON. So now it has given us the all the details of the particular customer. So we have this address details temp, but the customer name was Tom Cruise. This was the email ID of that customer, and these are the all the details. Then we are making means we are fetching all the order related to that customer. So based on the customer ID, we are fetching all the orders, and other things like authentication is similar. Authentication and the also we have passed the query parameters to it. So like status, so order status, like it can be fulfilled, on hold. So we are not looking into that. We are just fetching all the orders. Then we are limiting it to 250. So it is. I have just given one random number. Means max to max 250 orders I have considered. Content type is application JSON. So now all the order related information has been fetched. In the next node, we are creating the customer object. So the our scoring algorithm is actually implemented here. If I explain you this, so here firstly we have taken the customer details and all order related information. Then we have calculated the VIP score. To calculate the VIP score, we have considered the lifetime spends. So we have checked based on the its maximum order value. So if the lifetime spend is greater than equal to 500, then we are adding the score to one variable, that is the score variable, which we have used to add all the score variable. So in that we are adding the 50, and we are also adding the lifetime spend in the score breakdown. So similarly, we are checking for the if it is greater than 300, if it is greater than 150, if it is greater than 80, and based on that we are giving the different score. Similarly, for the order frequency, we are checking the order frequency, like how many times a particular user have order. So we are giving the score based on that. Then we have the average order value. So we are calculating the average order value, means average of the all the orders, and based on that we are checking if the average order value have is greater than or equal to 100, then we are giving the maximum score as 20. Other else we are created some slabs, and based on that we are providing some points. Then we are also checking the recent activity, like last 90 days, and based on that we are giving the score. Similarly, we are checking if the customer have purchased the premium product. Then we are checking the product diversity, and based on that we are providing the score. And also we are checking if the user have subscribe or have subscription for our any product. So based on that, we are giving this score. And this total score, this score which we'll be having at the last, so that score will represent the total score. And based on that total score, we will be assigning the tier to that. So if the score is greater than or equal to 90, then the tier will be platinum. If it is greater than 60, then the tier will be gold. If they're greater than 40, then the silver. Otherwise, it's the standard. And we have created one customer object. In that, customer ID, email, first name, last name, name, force, score breakdown, lifetime spend, order count, average order value, recent order count, product diversity, has premium product, has subscription, tier benefit, current tax, total order. This all information is present. So it will help us in doing the next steps. Then we are checking if the customer is VIP or not. So if the score is greater than 40, it means the customer is VIP. It doesn't matter if it is belong to any other, means it doesn't matter if the tire is silver, gold or the premium. In the next node, what we are doing, uh, we are applying the tags to it. So here we have copied, means we have taken the data. We are checking has VIP tag, has gold tag, has platinum tag, has silver tag. So we have created some tags here. Then we are applying the current tier. Then here lastly we have created one object. In that we have updated the tags. So like if it is already VIP, what is the current tier, what is the new tier, is tier upgraded, should process report. So actually the system, what system does, it continuously identifies if your customer is VIP or not based on the order. So it can be possible that till yesterday your customer was not VIP, but after his recent purchase today he becomes the VIP. So we have handled that case here. In the next node we are applying the tags which we have created. So this is the endpoint which we are using to apply the tag. So this is the URL. Then we have configured the authentication parameters here. Then in the body, we are passing the customer ID and the tag. So here we have passed the tags. Then whenever this request will be completed, then it will apply the tag to that user in the Shopify store. And the next node, we are checking if it is not equals to standard. If it is not equals to standard, then and then only we are providing some discount to that user. So in that case, the tier was not standard. Because of that, we have created some pricing rule. So pricing rule states that we are, means what it does, it will create the discount in the store for that particular user or the for the particular discount code. So this is the pricing rule we have created. So this pricing rule is silver, VIP silver for Tom Cruise. Then the target type, then target selection, allocation method, value type, and percent value. So here we have given the 15 percentage discount to that discount to that tier. So based on that, we have created this pricing rule and we have stored that pricing rule, means we have applied that pricing rule onto our Shopify store. Then we are creating the discount code. So pricing rule already has been created in the Shopify store. Now we have to create the discount code so that user can apply that discount and get the discount. So this is the endpoint on which we are creating the discount code. So in the body, if you can see, we have created one discount code and we are also letting the our Shopify store know that we have this discount code and applied this discount code. So lastly, the discount code which has been created, we are sending that discount code to the particular user using our send the message node, which is a Gmail node. So here we have configured the two subject and the email. So here is we have used the HTML so to look good. So yeah, so it will send the email to the user so that he can get the discount code and apply. So if I show you in the our orders under Shopify store, so here is the let me just refresh this. Yeah, so this one is the last order 30 minutes ago. It was created. So fulfillment status is unfulfilled. We need to check the discounts here. So in the discounts, if we check, so for the Tom Cruise VIP Silver, one discount code is created. So if I just open this, so here if you can see that, so at the order discount VIP code, this is the code, discount code. Then the details is for Tom Cruise for online store, 15% off on entire orders, no minimum purchase requirement, limit for 5 users and can't combine with other discounts. Active from to date until Jan 30. So this is how our VIP customer tagging system is working in HM. So thank you. So what this does is very powerful. It makes your best customer feel recognized. So they stay loyal with you and your repeat purchases starts to increase, and this is also automatically. Now instead of depending on the only on the new customers, you start generating more revenue from the customers which you already have paid for. So this is the kind of backend system which big e-commerce stores rely on, and most Shopify stores don't have it in place. Even if a small percentage of your customer come back and buy again, then that's the revenue which you were already leaving on the table. If you're running a Shopify store and you want to increase your repeat revenue, this is something you should already have in place. In the next videos, I will be breaking down how this system is going to be, and I will be also sharing similar kind of automation on this channel. So if you want to implement this kind of automation into your store, then check the link below in the description. Thank you.